All right, we are on. And today is day 16.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, getting there. Woohoo. So we have had a lot of these wines. This is the Los Hermanos Manzanos. So I know we had a
What do you
red.
mean we've had a lot of these wines? We've never had this.
We had a
No.
rosé. Now
we had rosé. That was the rosé.
and we had a red. We had a Rioja. We had a Tempranillo.
We did.
We had a rosé, and now we're having a Chardonnay.
Yeah, because I actually like Macy's got a good deal.
Clearly, Macy's has a connection with them.
I changed my background up. This is a different picture of Rioja.
Oh, good to know.
Oh,
hi, I'm in Rioja, Spain.
Yeah. Well, and I was saying earlier that I'm actually really excited because this is a new grape that I've never had before. So this is 60% Viura and 40% Chardonnay.
And it's only 12.5% alcohol.
What's a Viura?
I'm glad you asked. A Viura is the primary grape in Spanish Rioja Blanco, and Cava sparkling wines.
Oh,
called Macabeo. So if
I've had that.
Yeah, we've had Cavas. It says Viura wines become increasingly rich and nutty with age. And this is a 2019, so I doubt that it's going to be rich and nutty, because that's not very old. But it says younger Viura wines pair well with Southeast Asian cuisine like coconut curries, vermicelli noodle bowls. Aged Viura pairs nicely with roasted meats and resinous herbs. Resinous.
What's a resinous herb?
I don't know. Something that we use.
An herb with a lot of resin?
I know. What kind of resin is that? I mean, like maple? That's not really an herb. A resinous herb. I don't know. But the tasting notes are honeydew, lime peel, lemon verbena. I thought it was lemon verbena. Why do I always call it lemon?
I thought it was verbena too. Yeah, why are you saying verbena?
Because that's what Wine Folly says. It says lemon verbena, tarragon, and hazelnut. Apparently you do not decant these.
Would you like to know what kind of cheese goes with this, with Viura?
Yes, I would.
Viura. American Colby, mild cheddar.
Mild things.
Mild cheddar, Velveeta.
Oh.
Get you some Velveeta. Double Gloucester.
If I make something, Chris will take a chunk of Velveeta and put it in his mouth. It makes me want to vomit.
Oh, I do that too.
Listen, I'm not saying I go and buy Velveeta, but if somebody makes Velveeta cheese dip, I will still eat it. Sure. That doesn't mean I also would still eat the McRib. If you came over here and I hadn't eaten all day and you said, Stephanie, I have the McRib, I would say, thank you, Jesus. I love a McRib and I will eat it and I will eat the whole thing.
But you won't eat the grilled nuggets at Chick-fil-A?
That's a whole other thing. That's a different thing.
They're soggy. They got all that flavor on them and I just
soggy. I can't. You know what that grilled chicken is really good on? Their egg white sandwich. Have you ever had that?
I don't know.
The deal. It's pretty freaking good.
And okay, have y'all tried this?
No.
Have you smelled it?
Really cold. It doesn't smell like anything. I can smell lime peel. That's about it. And vomit.
I got to tell you,
I'm sorry, what, Jess?
Were you serious?
Not really.
Lime peel and vomit.
And Chris.
I mean, it smells it smells a little bit, not musty, but it smells kind of.
It's kind of stinky.
It's totally stinky. It's a stinky cheese or a stinky sock or.
I don't like that. No.
There's a wine that you don't like? What?
Yeah, I don't like that.
I just don't think it tastes like anything. I mean, it's just
Maybe it's better with Velveeta. Maybe I should go get some.
maybe it's better. And
That's why it needs the milder cheese because
Right.
it is
mild.
it is eye-opening.
I gotta say, I've never heard of a wine that pairs well with American cheese.
with Velveeta.
American cheese
Can
and
we really
Velveeta.
call it cheese? I mean, I specifically buy the American that says cheese and not cheese food because when it says cheese food,
Cheese food.
Oh yeah, you haven't noticed that? Like if you look at certain things, it'll say American pasteurized cheese food or cheese product. Okay, you don't want that one. You want the one that says like American cheese. Oh yeah. If you go and look at like Kraft slices and stuff like that, there is one like the deluxe is cheese. The other one says like cheese product or cheese food.
Is that
don't
the
eat-
one that is
It's-
that the one they test? Is that the one that they test and they put in the in a car for 30 days and they pull it back out and it looks like the same way it did?
Yes,
That
that
makes
sounds
total
about
sense.
right.
I mean, the fact that you can have Velveeta in your cabinet for years and it doesn't change at all and you can still
It
melt
goes
it.
bad.
Do you
after
know
a
what
year.
the Velveeta is good for? A zombie apocalypse.
A zombie apocalypse, yeah. I've had Velveeta for ages and it doesn't go bad. And it's funny because, you know, we mentioned cheese dip, which is a very Arkansas thing. And I think we called it cheese dip in New York too. But in Texas, we call it queso.
Queso. My friend from Texas
Chili con
makes
queso.
Vel-
so much
Velveeta?
fun of me because I call it cheese
Velveeta?
dip.
Cheese dip. I know. Every time I go somewhere and I order it and they're like cheese dip. And I'm like, well, that's what they call it where I'm from now. You know, so
Wait,
it's like
no. Velveeta is cheese dip. Queso is when you go to Jose's or Don Juan's
Oh, it's all
or
cheese
La
dip.
Hacienda.
All cheese dip.
No, Velveeta is no.
Okay. So the actual thing is chili con queso. So peppers with cheese is
Wait, the actual what? What are you trying to say?
that's the name of it. Like what you call cheese dip, the actual like Spanish name for it is chili con queso.
Yes.
So that's,
But you don't understand
but
what I'm
we're
saying.
in Arkansas.
I'm
I know, you
saying
call it cheese dip
I'm
here.
saying cheese dip is Velveeta with
No, it's not.
Rotel.
Have you never heard of the
necessarily.
cheese dip championship? The cheese dip
Yeah.
championship that they have in Little Rock? There's all kinds of cheese dip up in there.
I've
It's not
been
just-
there. I've been there. I know.
And that's all called cheese dip. All
I
called
know,
cheese
but what I don't think okay, sorry. So I guess I'm trying to say that you don't like Velveeta, right? You don't like
I mean,
Velveeta?
I'll eat chili con queso with Velveeta. Oh yeah, all day long.
dip.
You
I like
just
cheese
said
dip with Velveeta.
I'm not going to eat a chunk of Velveeta. You melt it with
no, I
jalapenos and
wasn't
cilantro and stuff like that.
suggesting
I'll
that.
eat
I was
that
talking
up
about
any
cheese
day.
dip. I said cheese
Hmm.
dip. I said
I'll
like
eat a
cheese dip
chunk
with
of it.
Velveeta.
Wasn't that
Yeah, I'll eat that. I'll eat
Yeah,
melted
She's not saying she would eat
Velveeta.
Velveeta.
That's
No,
what
no,
I
I'll
said.
eat Velveeta. I totally
That's
will eat
what I
Velveeta.
said.
Totally.
I grew up eating cheese dip
Velveeta and
with
Rotel.
Velveeta and Rotel with
Rotel.
chili powder, ground mustard, and
Mhm. We all have.
Yeah.
Add some
yeah.
cumin and chili
Yep,
powder.
yep, yep, yep.
cumin,
In
chili
Texas,
powder,
we call that
and ground
queso.
mustard. Yes.
Yeah, in Texas,
Oh, we
call
didn't do
it
ground
queso.
mustard. I did the Mexican Rotel with the cilantro in it when I
Mhm.
would
Yep.
do.
And I'll use sometimes like the hot Mexican Velveeta or the white Velveeta.
And you add the 6-star chili,
I don't do that. I add
5-star chili, 5-star
I
chili.
add, oh yeah. I add cilantro and diced jalapenos.
Yeah, that's good.
Wait,
Mhm.
you add 5-star chili seasoning to your
Mm-hmm.
Velveeta?
To your chili con queso.
You mean your cheese dip?
Mm-hmm. We could go round and round and round. so having said that, right? So growing up in Texas, anytime you go to a Tex-Mex restaurant, if you order cheese dip, they'll kind of look at you funny because they don't know what cheese dip is. Although they kind of understand now.
Yeah, but I feel like you go to a Mexican restaurant and you call queso, but like Americans called cheese dip because they didn't understand what real cheese dip was.
No.
They just called it Velveeta.
Right.
Our
Okay.
Kansas
trying to
call
say.
it cheese dip.
Right. And,
But
and
I
New
call
Yorkers.
like Holly,
And
I
New
call
Yorkers.
it queso.
Right.
I
So
call
so
all of
interesting
it
you say that. Right. Interesting you say that because it's actually chili con queso. Okay, like that's the actual name.
You've said
of cheese
that
dip.
time and time. You've said that like 5 times.
We got that.
So, however, in Texas, it got shortened to queso. So if
queso.
you go and you got queso, right? So hence my sister going to Mexico with me and ordering queso, okay, thinking that they brought her shredded cheese. Yeah, because queso is cheese. So she wanted a side of queso, which in her mind was cheese dip, but it's not in actual, places where they speak Spanish, because that's just cheese.
Well, I mean, I don't speak Spanish, but I kind of already know that.
Scott said this wine must really suck if you're talking this much about cheese.
Yes, that is an accurate statement.
It's very accurate.
That is very accurate.
And the fact that we're debating
Cheese
queso
dip.
versus cheese dip, which there's not really a debate. I'm just saying.
No,
I'm saying
I
here.
have embraced cheese dip. I will go to these places and order cheese dip and not think anything of it.
I'm not saying that. I'm simply saying Velveeta is cheese dip because that's like the American, like Arkansas cheese dip.
I can get behind that. I know what you mean. Yes, you are correct.
But when you go to a Mexican restaurant and you order quote unquote cheese dip, you're actually ordering like queso dip,
yes,
which
correct.
is Mexican cheese with peppers. But like in Arkansas, cheese dip, like to everyone else, is Velveeta and Rotel.
Oh, that's not true at all. That's not true at all.
Well,
so when
you just grew up on the expensive cheese. I grew up on Velveeta.
Do you know the very first restaurant that served cheese dip
in Arkansas?
In Arkansas,
queso, El Porton.
Cheese dip. It was called cheese dip. It was Mexico Chiquito.
Where's that?
It's not. It's not. Rock. I think there's only one left in Little Rock. But it used to be.
One in Little Rock.
It used to be the nice Mexican restaurant that you went to in Little Rock.
But they named themselves Little Mexico Chiquito.
No, it's Mexico Chiquito.
Yeah, in Spanish that means Little Mexico.
But it's Mexico Chiquito. It's different.
Okay, it's totally different.
It's called. They moved to Arkansas and everything.
And that is when the cheese dip started. And you ask any chef, they will say it's cheese dip. I'm telling you.
Not true, but okay.
It is true. It is true. There have been articles written about cheese dip by chefs and food critics in Arkansas. I'm telling you.
Expected this debate on the wine.
You mean chefs in Arkansas?
Yes, chefs in Arkansas.
Oh, okay. So clarify, chefs in Arkansas. In chefs in Arkansas, they will refer to it as cheese dip.
I've been very clear about it.
You said chefs. You said general chefs.
In Arkansas, but I've said from the very beginning.
I don't think Bobby Flay is going to call it
I've said
cheese
from
dip.
the very beginning that Arkansas is cheese dip. Just Arkansas. I've said that.
No, it's not just Arkansas. New York did the same thing.
New York calls it cheese dip?
Yep, and South Carolina.
But yes, chefs in Arkansas call it cheese dip.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and move on from this conversation because this is like
I second that.
Oh, you zip it.
You don't have an opinion, Scott Hare.
You have no vote.
You have no vote. All three of them. Yeah, you can count me. All three of us.
Three out of three women of wine agree that you don't have a vote.
Scott said if ganging up on him gets us off that subject, that is fine with him.
Okay.
I'll take that all day long.
Here's what I don't understand. Vivino rates this wine 3.7.
No. That's a hard no.
Okay, let me take another sip.
No, it's not going to get any better.
Not going to get better.
I taste lime 100%.
It definitely has like a aftertaste.
I don't taste tarragon at all. Although Stephanie doesn't like tarragon. I grew up eating.
We're all making the same face.
I didn't grow up, but when I was at Cornell, the chef.
I never grew up. Yeah. I just stayed a little bitty Jessica.
I was gonna say the chef at my sorority house used to make a chicken salad with tarragon in it, and I would eat that up. It was so good.
I think I've already heard about this chicken salad.
Mm-hmm. He had a watercress dressing.
Scott's 2 cents is tarragon and chicken cordon bleu go hand in hand. So if you like chicken Cordon bleu, you like tarragon?
Really? Do you like sprinkle it on top? Do you make a sauce? I mean, you're gonna have to define this.
Sprinkle it on top. You make a sauce?
No, the main sauce.
The main sauce that goes on chicken cordon bleu has tarragon, he said. Chicken cordon bleu?
You sure? You know, like the chicken with the ham and the Swiss cheese in there, and it's wrapped in breading.
He's sticking to it.
The sauce
that goes on
I thought it was a bechamel sauce.
There's tarragon in that.
Tarragon in it, he said.
Okay. Well, Scotty has traveled, so, and brought back the COVID.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, he didn't.
It was in January.
We don't know.
I mean, why are you? What? Jessica?
What'd I do?
What? Well, you're.
I just said.
He wasn't sick in January. We didn't know what it was.
We didn't know. We can only.
But that was before the COVID hit here.
So Vivino has pear, apple, peach, honey, mineral, stone.
It tastes like peaches that have been carved with slate rocks.
With like gravel.
Is this like the other night where we
maybe a little lime squeezed on top of that peach?
On top, yeah. So you take a rock, you cut the peach, and then you sprinkle some lime on it.
I taste what was it you said the other night, Stephanie? I taste the dirt or I taste the rock. What was it that was in that wine?
Gravel.
The rock.
It was a gravel one.
Yeah.
Gravel. You go. I taste gravel. I taste the rock.
The rock.
It's mineral. It's iron. It's maybe
it's awful. Iron. I'm gonna have to counteract that with my Zinfandel over here.
Oh, you're cheating. You're wine cheating.
Yeah, we were waiting on you for a little while.
Well, my kid was sleepwalking. I mean,
yeah, I know. It's a whole thing, but I still had to be entertained. So, and now see, it's bad.
Yeah, it is bad.
I mean, I'm gonna stop. Let's just go ahead and rate it. I'm gonna give it a 1.5.
What did Vivino? I don't even know how to say it.
They gave it like what did they? It was so high.
3.7. 3.7. Almost a 4. It's a $17 bottle of wine. This should be like a $2 bottle of wine. Cold Duck, it should be,
So I'm going to say a 1.5 because if there was a zombie apocalypse and this was all there was, I might drink it.
I'm going to rate it a 1 on Vivino so I can bring down the score.
Wait, what did you rate it? What did you rate it, Holly?
1.5. Just because I would drink it in a zombie apocalypse. That's the only reason.
I'm going to go 1 since we decided we can't have negative scores. Okay. Don't even bother.
But we're still.
Somebody's trying to is there any redeeming quality? Is there any oh, look, she can't even swallow. She's about to spit it out back in the glass.
This is worse than the flour. The flour.
Really? I don't know that I go worse than the flowers. But
we liked that one, Jess. So it's not worse.
I know. I don't remember hating the flowers as much as.
No, you didn't. You liked it. I did not.
Yeah, I remember Holly hating the flowers, and that was.
This is really bad.
Bad. How bad, Stephanie?
But what's funny about it is we liked the other ones. We liked the red. We liked the rosé.
Didn't like the rosé.
This brand?
No. I like the red. The Tempranillo was okay. We thought it was just too young. I don't think I liked the rosé. I didn't like the
Tempranillo. That's is that the one with the mail slot that was going to the center of the earth?
No, this was Spain. That one was from Chile. That was yeah, that was different. No, that was different.
Oh my gosh.
I just do it based off of Holly's background. Sorry. I'm just gonna say, is that where she was swimming in the water?
No,
that was
Italy. That was Italy.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
That was Italy.
I'm just trying to get them all straight. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we've had a lot of wine at this point. What would you rate it?
0.7.
Oh, are we going less than 1? Did we decide we could go less than 1? I thought we couldn't go less than 1. I thought 1 was the bottom. Holly, what are you doing?
Oh.
I mean, I think you can go.
You're really gonna give it less than one?
I said we couldn't give it less. I tried to give less than one before, and you guys got on me.
I didn't.
We defined one was
less than one.
Oh, I'm gonna refine this thing.
We did have that conversation, and you agree with me, Stephanie, that one is like you don't give a 0 is what we said. You don't give a 0 because that's you just don't do that. Remember I told you the story about my dad putting 2 pennies under a plate for a tip to tell the waiter that they sucked?
No,
remember that?
No, I was that had I had
you
surgery?
Must have been on the one. Yeah, we were talking about she was on the one. We were talking about the ratings.
I was on the wine?
Right.
We were on the wine.
Kind of like when Holly gets on the Prosecco.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Just like that. It's
I
fine.
have not showed up to one of these having more than one glass of wine ever, except for one night.
Maybe you were just on drugs then. Could have been. I mean, you've been on, you had surgery. It's fine.
I haven't actually taken any at night, to be honest with you, Holly. Yep. I actually have conveniently not taken any until I've gone to bed. But
it could be that your brain is so full of knowledge that you just could not remember.
Well, either way, it doesn't matter. So you're telling me, can I say -1, like no. 1 minus? No. Can I just say, so I just have to say
bottom.
1.
1 is the bottom.
But there's still, but Vivino has 1 star. You're right. But you can rate it 0 stars.
Not on Amazon.
You can rate something and not give it a star.
Let me find out.
Because I think you should be able to rate something without a star. You just give a rating.
I don't. Do you really think it's
that
bad?
Vivino won't let you go anywhere less than 1. I'm trying. I'm literally trying right now.
I'm telling you, like you can go online. I guess you're right. When you think about all the surveys you take, it's 1 to 10 or 1 to 5. Mm-hmm. And if 1 is the worst, you have to rate 1.
But here's the thing: like it doesn't taste like gasoline. Like that would be a 0. You know?
I think it tastes close to gasoline.
We'll round up.
We'll round up to 1.
We have no choice.
We're rounding. It's a rounding error. We're gonna go up to 1. Up to 1.
You're drinking it.
It seems wasteful.
But she's trying and she's gonna be like.
So let me try this again and again and again and again and again.
Actually, it's a little better this time.
Because you still have Zen in your mouth. Because that's what Zen does.
You taste your Zen.
Yeah, maybe the Zen. That's the secret. Zen cleanses the palate.
Yeah. Take a sip of something. Take a sip of anything else. There you go. Take a sip of anything else and then drink that wine.
Here, let me show you. Here.
There you go.
I was going to say, so Holly, maybe we should find out what Zen are you drinking so that we can.
It's 7 Deadly Zen.
Oh, one of my
favorites. Have the Zen before the.
It definitely makes it taste better.
Yeah, I bet it does. Good to know. All right. Well, this has gone off the rails way more than usual.
Oh.
All right.
Like I could even try it. Scott's his advent calendar. He's got a liquor advent calendar. Oh, you can't see it. Can you see it? It's a vodka bottle. Maybe I should try that.
There you go. How come he's not
drinking it? What?
How come he's not drinking his advent calendar?
He hasn't even opened it the last 3 days. So I know he whined because he didn't have.
Where did you get that? Calendar. Where did you even get a vodka advent calendar?
Bella the elf brought it.
Oh. I mean, I got Chris a bourbon calendar, a bourbon.
Hold on. I'm sorry. Your elf brought something.
She has a drinking problem
for Daddy.
Huh.
Oh my God, I'm cracking myself up.
Yeah, you are.
So when Ella showed up,
Bella, she brought socks, a sock advent calendar for them, a Harry Potter sock advent calendar for me, and liquor for Daddy.
That's a very thoughtful elf.
So if I got him, I mean, if Bella got him socks, it would be wasted money. I thought at least the liquor he could use.
Yeah.
Now
is there
you
any brown liquor in there? Because
Is it always
liquor.
vodka? Is it always vodka? Is it?
So it's a box that you buy on Amazon that's empty, and you fill it with whatever you want.
Shut up.
Oh, so
we
you
could-
went and bought the little bottles.
At
Wait.
19 Cole.
Wait. Could
There might be some Fireball in there.
Could we build our own advent calendar?
Absolutely. This one only has 12 though. So I don't know if there's one that has 24.
That's not an advent calendar.
It's called 12 days of.
Well, that's not an advent calendar. That's a 12 days of Christmas calendar.
It's called the 12 days of Advent calendar. And just
doesn't-
like and so the socks, it's called 15 days of Advent calendar.
That's not right. That's not right.
Okay, well then don't do it.
That's not right.
Don't do it. No one's gonna make you.
That's not right.
It's
Okay.
fine. It's
Okay.
fine.
Okay.
It was a nice surprise for me and the girls.
Hey,
Clearly Scott doesn't care.
So I feel like this episode is over.
Please, let's be over.
It's over. But I do want to point out that above me here, right here,
It's casks.
this is a place I went to, and this is their entire storage this is their entire storage. This is all the barrels that they make.
Is that
this
Alexander Valley?
No, you went to Alexander Valley. They do
Okay.
tons of cases.
Okay.
This is Krebs Brothers, and this is the amount that they do every
Oh.
year. And everyone should appreciate the fact that,
I didn't get to go there.
That's not very much.
Holly, that's what I said, right? Like, I went and I looked at the guy and I said, that's not a lot.
That's
That's
it.
not enough. That's not enough wine. That's not enough wine.
That's
for
it.
2020. And they had no damage from the fires. And so, anyways, needless to say, I just thought this was a great picture. And so I took a picture of this because you can see, like, they have a few whites. So you can see the steel barrel right
Yeah.
there. I can't point at it because you can't see my head right here. And then the rest is mainly red. And I just find this really odd because you don't find many places that are like, you can get, it's most stores that have this little barrel. So anyways.
Good to know. Oh, I see the Krebs
You're
Brothers
welcome.
logo now. I see it in the back.
Yeah, I know, right? You
Yeah.
can see it like right
Yeah, I see
there.
it. I see it now. Okay, good to know. All right. Well, we all hated this wine. I think it
Yeah, the
averaged
wine
a
sucks. What'd you give it?
1.0.
What'd you give it,
Well,
Jessica?
I mean,
I gave it a
we all
1.
gave it below a 1, but
We had to round up.
negative.
I gave it a 1.5 because I would drink it in a
Generous.
zombie apocalypse.
You're generous. Yeah. Okay. Good to know.
Well, you're hard up in a zombie apocalypse. You never know when you're going to come
good
across
point.
another
Good
bottle
point.
of wine.
I totally agree. Okay. Good to know.
And who knows?
You'll
By
drink
the
it
time
a
you
1.
get to the wine, it may have gotten better.
I don't think this is going to get any better, but okay. Good to know.
Feel me? I'm just trying to look on the right side
All right.
of a
Right.
zombie apocalypse.
Night.
Well, I didn't finish my glass tonight because I hate it. So cheers.
There's really not that much left.
Shut your face. Good night.
I didn't like it at all.
Yeah.
I have like
Yeah. All right. Cheers. And